Peep the dogs in the background. I want you to just look at them. I want you to notice this. It's called noodles. It's called pasta. It's called carbs, right? You eat them. They're good. See this? How do I do this backwards? Zevia. 0 calorie soda. Ingredients: carbonated water, stevia leaf extract, tartaric acid, natural flavors, caffeine, and citric acid. Calories: 0. Total fat: 0. Sodium: 0. Total carbs: 0. Sugar: 0. Protein: 0. Not a significant source of other nutrients. Percent daily values are based on a 2,000 calorie diet. This flavor is like Dr. Pepper. I want you to notice this. Perrier mineral water. I want you to notice this. Acqua Panna Toscana natural spring water. It's an empty bottle, but that's where I drink my water out of. Welcome one. Welcome all. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys. Today's video is going to be talking about health and nutrition and what little I know of it, but I'm going to emphasize this one more time. Noodles. Pasta. Shit tastes fucking delicious. Here's what I don't understand. I'm going to finish this. Is how people in 2019 can still make the assumption that this good shit right here will make you fat. Like, if I just have one bowl of this, it's just, oh, carbs are so bad for you. You shouldn't have carbs anymore. You should be on the keto diet. Like, just carbs are so bad for you, they make you fattening. That is not true. The reason why people are getting fat is because they don't have one bowl. They have 10. They have 10 bowls. And instead of drinking a 0 calorie sugary beverage or 0 calorie, 0 sugar beverage, they're slamming down Diet Cokes with aspartame and erythritol and a bunch of other shit. And it just, stop it. I'm going to give, this is the first part, my advice from what I know to people who want to lose weight. There's going to be a whole, like I said, health and fitness video. And it's going to be everything that I know about it and everything that I don't know about it because I don't know that much. Nutrition step 1, weight loss. Quit drinking soda. Step number 2, cut fast food out of your diet. You can make food that tastes a million times better unless you're just a shitty cook. A million times better than fast food. I don't think I've had a real soda outside of these because I like carbonated beverages and mineral water hits different and Zevia's hit different. I don't think I've had a soda in over a year. It's been damn close, damn near, little over a year. Same thing with fast food. I think I've eaten In-N-Out 3 times on road trips because I didn't want to go into like Whole Foods or whatever. But that's not even that bad. Like, I cut those out of my diet significantly and I feel a million times better, and I'm not going to get behind the science behind it. But the plain and simple fact is that it's fast food with a ton of greasy content and bad non-caloric dense calories. There's no nutrition behind it. So you can eat 16 double cheeseburgers from McDonald's and be full and get jacked and be 220 pounds, but you're going to look like the Michelin Man. I'm going to turn my fan off. I just realized that. 2019 science. Fuel your body with what your body needs, whether it's weight loss, weight gain, muscle mass density. What if it's losing adipose tissue? If it's losing fat cells, you can't lose your fat cells, but you can lose your adipose tissue. You're going to have those fat cells forever, and that's why some people have a hard time. Hey, bud. Keeping the weight off. It's because there's those tendencies, right? You just cut these things out. Not everyone can stone cold it. Like, I smoked cigarettes for probably 10 years. And then I cold turkeyed for a whole entire year. Then I went back to it. And then I've just been weaning off of it. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 4 years. But it's not everybody has the strongest willpower to do these things. And I understand it. So take it step by step. You go see a nutritionist, right? Or you go see a personal trainer at a gym. And they're like, you need to start eating chicken breasts and asparagus and no sodium, and you need to have no potassium, even though potassium is good for you, and you need to stop eating this, that, carbs, good carbs, bad carbs. You need to figure out your LDL levels and your HDL levels. Fuck all of that. I'm going to keep it simple for you. Cut the bad shit, and if you have a hard problem with that, cut it off in portions. Let's say you right now are eating out fast foods twice a day. Like, let's say it's lunch or dinner and you eat breakfast at your house, right? And you do that 7 days a week. You're eating fast food 14 times a week. Cut that back to 7 starting for like the first 2 weeks to a month. Go back on fast food once a day. Try and start eating a little bit more at the house. Once you're done with the 1 a days, cut that down to once every 3 days. And then cut it down to once a week. And then cut it down to none. You don't have to take these massive steps. You don't have to start at the bottom and go all the way up here and be the healthiest fucking person on the planet. You don't have to do that. Take those incremental steps that will get you there. It's a lot more beneficial for you, and it's going to teach you a lot more about it. So that's nutrition. I heard the other day that somebody said, like, if you eat certain types of foods, you can stop the Krebs cycle and the electron transport chain. It's a lot more sciencey, right? But your body's cellular metabolism at the basal metabolic rate, right? At the basis of all that, you can't stop that. That's what your body does. That's how your body produces ATP. ATP is what your body needs for energy. You can't stop that. And I don't know why people think that it's cool to say that you want to stop that. That's nutrition. I'm not the best at nutrition, right? But those are just my simple processes. All right, that's what's helped me out. My brother, on the other hand, we're going to get a couple videos in with him once I move up to Oregon. He knows a lot more. Oh, a whole lot more. Hi. And I'm going to leave everything to him. Second part, working out. You know how many people I see doing this number? Walking to the gym, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm hit squats because I heard squats are good for me. And they do this. Oh yeah, baby. I got my squats going on, baby. I got 1/4 of a squat going on and I feel so good about myself. Or they do this number, they go, oh yeah, I'm going to deadlift. And they just crescent moon hunter it. They just do this number. Yeah. Oh, that feels so good blowing out my spine. I just love tearing my L4 and my L5. Ah, I love it. It's not that hard to go on YouTube, watch a couple videos about proper form, implement it, and if you have a problem doing the proper form, there's an issue somewhere. Now, see, this is the part where people's minds explode. They go, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. How do I fix it? How do I know what it is? Take it like step by step. Work your way from the ground up. That's usually the problem. Let's say you're not getting full depth in a squat. Ankle mobility, knee stability, hip torsion, knee torsion. Are you providing like a neutral spine for your squat? Are your shoulders hunched? You don't have to know all of the things that I listed off in order, but you could go online and say, hey, there's a problem with my squat. Help me fix it. You owe it to yourself to go to the gym and do shit right. I see so many people at the gyms squatting with shit form, deadlifting with shit form, and then they're like, all right, cool, I did my 3 sets of 5 today, and now I'm good on the legs, so I'm going to go pump some arms for 60 minutes when I did squats for 5, or I'm going to go work out on my shoulders for 60 minutes when I deadlifted for 10. Keep everything in proportion. Figure out what you want to do. Gain muscle mass. Be a lot quicker, so like speed. Right? Explosive training. Let's say you want to do speed for distance. You want to do speed endurance training. You can figure out these simple things by just going online. Like I said, you owe it to yourself to get better at what you want to do. Don't go into the gym thinking you're going to kill shit with absolute shit form, and then you blow out your shoulder and you're like, oh, it's because of the movement. It's like, oh, it's clean and jerks. Clean and jerks blew out my shoulder and I was going to be a D1 baseball player. And then I just did this one day and even my shit's kind of fucked up right now. And I clean and jerked it. And the clean and jerk was like 135 and I fucked it up. But I clean and jerked it like this. And I'm not going to blame it on my form. I'm going to blame it on the movement. Please, please, please be careful with yourself. But don't be so careful. This is going to another point about the gym. Don't be so careful that you're only lifting 5-pound weights. I see so many Instagram models. Right? who are in the gym, who are advocating some fit tea that they're sponsored by. Some fucking way lame... That was weird. I had a mic spike. Some way lame company that's just like, oh yeah, we sponsor high-end athletes. And their athletes, once again, are running like 12-minute miles. And they're this thick. Some of the women on there are this thick. And you see the dudes, and I'm like 145 pounds, and I got no muscle mass on me, but I'm strong, right? Deadlift is like 330. Squats close to 290. Bench is close to 225, and I'm 145 pounds. You can move weight. Just because you see an Instagram model doing 1 1/4 squats, the booty bouncers, I'm going to back it up again, on a Smith machine. Fuck. Smith machines, they're so bad for you. You have no stabilization, and you'll never work out minor muscles when doing a major lift or movement. And you see girls with 25s on the Smith machine, so you don't have the 45. It's literally like 56 pounds, right? Like whatever. And you see them do this number. Oh yeah, buns and size. Oh yeah, I love my buns and size. Oh yeah, I love my buns and size. Just because you see that on the internet and they've been doing it for 12 years doesn't mean you can do it on an 8-week program and get the same amount of booty cheeks that they got. Do things right, but be careful. If you know that your max deadlift is 225 pounds, you're not going to warm up at 185 at the 70-80% range, right? If you know your max deadlift is 250 and you work your way up to it and you get within the 90% range, but you don't go past that, it's a lot more beneficial to you for muscle toning and muscle mass, even weight loss, right? Strength is an adaptive factor for weight loss. You can take these precautionary steps without having to hit super light weights, right? So like, I saw this one chick on Instagram and she was just double wide, Chevy heavy duty dumpster, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. And I was scrolling through her page and I was like, okay, like this is cool. I love the cheeks. Then I realized that all she was doing was minute work, but she's been doing it for so long that she accumulated that muscle mass and those booty gains, right? So back into the Smith machine, there's 25s on there. There's 5s on there. There's 10s on there. There's everything that adds up to less than 50 pounds on the Smith machine. And she's doing like squats, but she has no core muscles because there's no stabilization from having a free bar squat, back squat. And so like you see these things, right, where like she has a little bit of love handles, but she's just double wide. But she's been doing it for 8 years. Like she showed, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, she showed this the side by side, like to show you like the start and like where she's at now. And I shit you not, it said this is me from 2008. 11 years ago. 11. And it says, I've been doing this program for the last 11 years, and look at the size of my ass now. She's got a huge ass. But 11 years isn't a reasonable time frame to get those results when you can get those results within 1 to 2 years. Working out is a long process. It's going to take a long time. And by doing these minute weights, you're not going to be able to get there within what you want your time frame to be. Which leads into like the summer body thing. Like chicks are like, I'm going to start working out in April. That way I can get my summer body ready to go by June. You have 2 months to lose 20 pounds of fat, Becky, and get thick. You can't. You should have started last June during the middle of summer, right? Like, and it's not like you have to go hard. You don't have to do the craziest things every single day of the week. Work to your body's capacity, but also push your body at the same time. But know that there is a time, not limit or cap, but there's a longer period of time for you to achieve these goals than there is to you not putting in the effort and trying to hurry everything up 2 months before your goal. And so this is just like a little quick side by side because I wanted to rant because I've been pissed at the fitness industry. There's a lot of good people out there. There really are. My boy, I'm not going to name any names right now. You guys go look it up. This will be a little bit of research for you. There is a place in the world that has smart people who do gym shit. Okay? Find those people. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Don't do Snapchat because I don't really see a lot of citable people on Snapchat. The internet itself. You could do bodybuilding.com. You could if you wanted to. There's some good stuff on there. There's some not good stuff on there. Think for yourselves. Just think about it. Like me, right? I have tried everything underneath the sun to gain weight, fixing hormone levels, calorie engorgement. What else have I done? I haven't shot testosterone in my ass yet, so I might have to do that. But I can't gain weight for the life of me, but I can gain strength, right? So what I've realized from that is that if I continue to do strength building movements with strength building weights, eventually I might be able to break 160. But it's been a long time coming. I have hella dogs in here right now. But I'm working towards it. One of my buddies, right, was 260, right? Beefy, fat, obese guy, right? And he said, you know what? I'm tired of being obese. I said, what are you going to do about it? He says, I'm going to start working out. I said, are you going to start being smarter about your nutrition choices as well? He said, I'll get there eventually, right? First 6 months, like, hammered it down to 2 meals a day, and they were decent. I mean, like, he'd still have pizza and, like, chicken wings and all that kind of stuff, but he portioned those meals. So he was sitting at exactly between 1,600 and 2,000 calories when he was eating, like, 4,500 a day. Worked out 4 days a week. That's all I needed. He went from 260, right, down to about 185, 190, I want to say. He was one of my old bosses at the casino. Way proud of him. Took him 2.5 years. He still did it, and now he's a fucking champ. So you guys can do the same thing, whether it's muscle mass gaining or if it's fat loss losing. Just, I want you guys to stop paying attention to the bullshit and start finding the good people out there. So, if you had any comments about this video, great. Hey. Comment them down below. If you like anything that I had to say that gets you off your ass, if it wants you to put you back on your ass, like the video. If you guys have any questions about nutrition and or working out, let me know in about 8 years when I'm a sports physician.